You did an investigation. They said you were going to do an investigation last week. What did you turn up on?
I gathered all the facts based on conversations with the chief of police, the licensing department, with the city clerk, and with 2 or 3 of the patio permit operators that weren't affected by the closure. So we just wanted to get a some broad-based statements from people that were affected by it and people that had some involvement in the decision-making and also in gathering the information that formed the basis for some of the decisions that were made.
How much time does he have on his contract?
His contract runs through January 31st, 2010. However, under the Faulkner Act, the city manager works for the city council on an at-will basis, and the city council can remove the manager for no cause or for cause. The problem we have to deal with is the contract and the terms of the contract that deal with severance compensation.
If Corea does not request a public hearing, then what's the next step on that?
My recommendation is to still move forward with a final resolution to complete the 2-step process that's required under the Faulkner Act.
What are some of the, because they did mention that they were going to relook at the patio permits at another council meeting. What are some of the other issues that they're going to look at trying to address?
Well, the main thing is I think they believe it may have been improper to limit the number of permits to those businesses that had them last year, and that possibly the better thing would be to open it up to all businesses that meet the criteria under the ordinance. And the marketplace, I would imagine, would control how many, because it only applies to eating establishments and dining establishments. So, I don't believe the economics would work for the mall to have restaurants at every location with patios. And to the extent it's an impact or an inconvenience or an obstruction to one business by having a patio on each side, they'll be given the opportunity, at least based on the recommendation and the motion that was passed tonight, an opportunity to object, and then City Council would then have a meeting and would have a public hearing so that the objections could be made on the record.
How much notice was given to the people who had the patios that there's these new permits? They had to start getting under because I talked to the Dairy Queen owner, Kelly Capone. She said that she really didn't know Lou Corea was walking down the street the day before that this was enforced and didn't say anything to her.
From what I understand, based on everything I've seen, notices were pretty much given by either personal visits or people hearing from other people that there were these new requirements that need to be complied with, which resulted in individuals coming into City Hall to get permits. No written notices were given to anyone.
Should that have happened?
I believe that's one of the issues we have and one of the problems that resulted in the closings of these 2 businesses. In my opinion, it should have happened.